and your patriotism should be given the most important thing. I have a different concept about minority. I used to speak out this aspect on many platforms, for which I have received more brickbats than flowers. Who is a minority in the country? Only that section which has got minus features. Minority is discernible from Article 29 of the Constitution, where any section of India can be a minority. It can be based on culture, script, language. Any section which is suffering from any disadvantage could be a minority, provided they are numerically less. Faith-wise, minority is recognized in Article 30 only for one limited purpose. That is for conducting educational institutions without the steamroller majority rolling over that. If a person is able to read Article 29 first, as a student of Constitution, I will tell you, it does not envisage a minority based on religion or faith. Comes to Article 30, this word, religion, is mentioned only with regard to the educational institutions. I was a member of the 11 judges bench in the Supreme Court first, which could not complete the argument in TMA Pai case. The point of view which emerged among the majority of judges at that time was that the education envisaged in Article 30 should only be secular education and not professional education. When we put it to Mr. Fali S. Nariman, the great lawyer became angry, and he said that is an aspect which has been concluded long ago, that the word education will cover anything even beyond, much beyond secular education. Unfortunately, our bench could not complete the hearings, and arguments could not, and the judgment could not be delivered. Many years later, after my retirement, another bench was formed with 11 judges. And there also Mr. Fali S. Nariman addressed arguments, and finally the verdict came accepting that education in Article 30 means education at any level. I am mentioning this for another purpose. That great lawyer, who is really the author of this concept of the plenary meaning for education, has written an autobiography wherein he confessed that today I intensely regret having adopted that attitude towards education. The whole disasters in this country in the education field on account of pioneering that aspect in the country which Supreme Court accepted, unfortunately. I want to mention this at some august place. I have chosen this assembly for bringing to their notice that education in Article 30, even according to the great lawyer who pioneered this argument, is that it should be limited only to the secular education. So that is the only area where religion has got something to say about minority. Otherwise, in a big country like India, minority should have nothing to do with the faith. Faith could be changed by anyone. That is exactly what happened. When a medical college was started by Palaniyappa Gaundan in Tamil Nadu, later he found that because of some new legislations he will get much benefit. He converted into Christianity and became Deva Sahayam and is continuing that medical college now. Anyone can change it like that for the purpose of, if you are making a law based on a faith in a secular nation, in a secular republic like ours, that shall not happen. In a secular republic, religion shall not be your identity, but your being an Indian shall be your identity. That is what precisely Zakir Hussain, when he became the Rashtrapati of India, said. He was congratulated by T.V.R. Shenoy, the journalist. Zakir Hussain is a great scholar. He was a vice chancellor. When T.V.R. Shenoy approached him and told him, Rashtrapati ji, I congratulate you because it is a great victory of secularism in India. Zakir Hussain asked him in what way it is a great victory of secularism. Then he said that a Muslim became a president of India is a great victory of secularism. Zakir Hussain looked at him and smiled. T.V.R. Shenoy asked him, why Rashtrapati you are smiling at me? He answered, Shenoy, I smiled hearing your notion of secularism. Secularism will be, he said, next sentence, secularism will be achieved in India only the day when you do not know my religion. My dear friends, take it from me. Secularism has nothing to do with the religion in this country. You should not know my religion in the same way as I shall not be bothered about your religion. That is your faith. In whatever way you acquire it or you develop it, it is your private matter. This is something I learned very much during my travel with Sudarshan ji from Chennai to Kottayam. He insisted on that. He told me, sir, you can be a pious Christian. I asked him, in what way you know that I am a pious Christian? That is a different matter, he said. But we are only insisting, whatever be your faith, your primary commitment must be to this nation, to this country. On that matter, I very much admire. I am a great admirer of this organization. The discipline exhibited everywhere. And even today, the manner in which the flowers have been offered before the Dhwaj gave me the real impression that discipline is given real impetus to your working and performances. Discipline is needed for a nation. And discipline is a fundamental thing for the growth of a nation. Whichever nation has progressed outside, you can see that where discipline has been inculcated in the citizens. I think on that matter, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh is a model to me also. Thank you very much.